waiting for TechRadar on YouTube.
Interesting. Okay, well, I'm seeing... Okay, we should now be live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube people, if you're just joining us. We are working on some technical issues to try and get us through this. As always, live is always an issue. Hopefully you guys can hear us. Let us know if you can hear us. That's better, Alexander says. Thank you very much, Alexander, on Facebook. Appreciate that.
Great name.
I'm wondering, Alexander, can you hear kind of the eerie music, the eerie PS5 music that we're hearing right now? Maybe I'll just turn that up a little bit. Obviously, I'll turn up the stream when we get there and then we go live. But hopefully, there we go. Nat as well in Facebook saying they've got us now. Swider in the YouTube chat. For those of you who don't know,
Mr. PS5.
Mr. PS5, Matt Swider, our US managing editor, has been absolutely incredible over the past few weeks. Actively, the most active PS5 stock hunter I've ever seen in my life. Getting literally, I think, like upwards of 100 people a PS5 at this point. He's getting messages all the time. I've been following you for 40 hours. Finally got my PS5. People buckling them into their passenger seats on the drive home. It's lovely to see. If you're in need of a PS5, there is no better recommendation I can give than go follow Matt Swider on Twitter. I think he's just at Matt Swider.
A one-man Best Buy.
It is incredible. If you're in the US, obviously, he's keeping an eye on US stockage. And he still hasn't managed to get himself one, which is insane and hilarious in equal measure.
I'm also keeping a lookout for the UK people. You've probably seen.
Well, there we go.
TechRadar.com again. If you need PS5s, please check. We're checking all the retailers. We act as quickly as we can. We know it's difficult. We know they sell out almost instantly, but it's a good place to keep an eye on.
There we go. There we go.
Matt Swider, it's in the YouTube. You can't miss it.
There we go.
He doesn't have many followers, so you might want to follow him.
He's like quadrupled his follower count in a week, hasn't he, doing this thing? It's awesome to see.
He's a celebrity.
Alexander saying eerie music is a check in the Facebook chats. Appreciate that. Who else have we got in the chat then? Hello, Mr. PS5. Indeed. Who else we got? Lil Kobe. Luke saying he's after a PS5. Go follow Matt Swider. If you're in the US, Luke, or if you're in the UK, go follow. It's Mr. Products right there. I don't know. I don't know if they chat at all about it. One of the interesting things, a little inside baseball I noticed today when I was setting up for the stream, Adam.
Oh, yeah.
This week we've had the announcement of PSVR 2. I didn't initially expect to see or hear any about it in this stream, but when I was setting up for this stream today, Adam, I looked at the official Sony stream and noticed that in the tags for the Sony stream, they have put PSVR. So, look, maybe they're covering their bases, but they haven't got
a scoop.
They haven't got PlayStation Vita in those tags. Do you know what I mean? So,
hey, leave the Vita alone.
I love the Vita. I love the Vita.
Okay, cool. Even the rear touchpad, you a fan of that?
No, obviously not. Obviously not.
Because that was a terrible idea.
But maybe they talk a little bit about PSVR. They've said it's a long way off. Or maybe they're just talking about PlayStation VR 1. Maybe there are some games in here we're going to see for PSVR 1. So we'll see.
Yeah, because it is PS5 and PS4 games today. So yeah, maybe there is some PSVR titles they want to show off.
Interesting stuff.
Maybe they'll be enhanced on a PSVR too, like so many PS4 games have been, like Ghost of Tsushima,
which is phenomenal on the PS5.
So good, isn't it?
Absolutely phenomenal. So let me know, guys, in the comments what you're hoping to see from today. How about more PS5 stock availability? Steve in the Facebook page. We know. We're hoping. I don't know. I just don't see that they could marry this up with retailers to do that during this event. Maybe they do talk about the stock issues a little bit and say, this is what we're doing to try and sort that out. But I don't think we'll see a stock drop during the stream.
No, I think this is purely going to be on, getting those games out, giving us some firmer release dates, and really getting us excited. For those who have a PS5 and all the thousands of people still searching for a PS5, my heart goes out to you. To really get us excited for this year and possibly the year ahead as well. Because, launch is over. Launch has been and gone now. We've all played these games, we've enjoyed them, and we want more because we're greedy for games. I know I am. So let's see what they can give us.
Alexander in the Facebook chat saying he wants to see some GTA. Could come. Wow, could happen.
Can you imagine? Yeah, maybe a bit of GTA
Not GTA
5.
6. I don't think we're going to get a GTA 6, but maybe a little update on GTA Online, GTA 5 for the PS5.
Why not?
I could see it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are also now streaming on Twitch, which is a new thing for us. So if you're up for it, head over to twitch.com/TechRadar Games and give us a follow on Twitch, because why not? But we are also obviously streaming on YouTube and Facebook. And so, yeah, thank you for joining us wherever you are. If you are joining us and you like this kind of content, like, subscribe, do all those fun things so you won't miss any of our future coverage. We got some interesting stuff coming up in the near future around PS5. I'm teasing it a lot on videos of late, and I can't talk about it.
Yeah, you are teasing. You're teasing me as well. Even I don't know.
I'm so excited. You're going to be jealous, Adam. You're going to be jealous. I'll
I'm
tell you that
always
much.
jealous of you.
I tell you that much. So yeah, I think we could see some GTA 5 here.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it was a really weird thing for Sony to do to open initially when the PS5, when they had that game event, they opened with GTA 5, almost like it was running on the PS4 version, and it wasn't even the enhanced version we're obviously going to get, and it threw a lot of people off. And I mean, that game won't stop selling. I don't know who in the world doesn't have GTA 5. I know a lot of people don't have PS5s, but surely every single person over the age of 18, of course, has GTA 5.
Of course.
That won't stop selling that game. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Nobody under the age of 18 has GTA,
Nobody.
I'm sure.
No, I would never condone such things.
Shock in the YouTube chat saying he wants more information on Final Fantasy. Tom in the YouTube chat saying a Vita to compete with the Switch. But there's just no way. There's just
Vita
no way.
2 just out of nowhere. I would love that, to be honest.
I would go crazy for Vita 2 right
We
now.
need another handheld competition. You know, it breeds innovation. It'll cause Nintendo to up their game. Give us another handheld. Why not? And obviously support it this time, Sony. That'd be nice.
Well, that's it.
Drop it after a couple of years.
I feel like I mention it all the time, right? But the Vita, when the Vita came out and I got one and I plugged it into my PS4 and the PS4 message came up, like the notification came up and said, "This device does not recognize the device you just plugged in." It's like, Sony, how can that be the message that comes up when you plug in your Vita? It says, "We don't know what this is." Like, come on.
Oh.
Are we
We're
going?
in.
I'm
we're going.
at 15 seconds. Are you in?
I'm in. I'm in.
Okay. I'm going to refresh so we can try and catch up to you.
Might have been a
There we go.
dramatic, but there's lots of awesome updates
It's
and additions coming to
Crash Bandicoot
4. It's about
next gen
time
Let's see it.
upgrade.
PlayStation
Great
5.
game. Please check out the review on TechRadar.com.
Hey,
Written by
everyone,
yours
this
truly.
is
I really enjoyed
producer
that game.
Voice for Bob. I'm here to give you the feature rundown
And I
of
definitely
Crash
will be
Bandicoot 4
revisiting
on
when this patch
PS5.
drops.
That includes
And it's a free
4K
upgrade as well, so if you
60
already own the game,
triggers, 3D
it doesn't cost you a penny.
and more.
Happy days.
Or a
Let me
book or
know
something.
in the chat, guys, if the
Picking up where
volume
Crash
is
Bandicoot
okay.
left off.
We're going to
In
crack
Crash
up a little
Bandicoot
bit.
4, It's About Time. We find the evil masterminds Neocortex.
Did you play
and
Crash
Dr.
Bandicoot
Entropy,
4?
I
escaping
didn't,
a
you know.
once-thought
I played the
inescapable interdimensional
remasters
prison.
and
Yeah.
remembered just how incredibly difficult those games are. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely insane. So, yeah, I never went to 4.
Crash Bandicoot 4 to leap off
4
your screen.
was really
Brimming
good
with
because it
bold,
modernized
vibrant
Crash.
environments and
Where
characters.
it's still super difficult,
Crash
don't get me
Bandicoot has
wrong,
always
but
looked suave.
it's
But wait
far
until you
more
see
playable
spinning
and
heads in
enjoyable.
native 4K
And it
at
looked
60 frames per
fantastic.
second.
Yeah.
Really
With
gorgeous
the weight of the
game.
universe on your shoulders and probably some errands to run. There's
Old game is old, though.
though.
Come on, man. We're here for the state of play.
The
Let's...
DualSense wireless
Old
Come on,
game is
adaptive
old.
Old game is
triggers to
old.
your
Games
fingertips.
never die
So
nowadays,
you
you know.
can feel
True,
the blast
true.
of Neocortex's DNA changing
I think
ray
Wind
gun.
Waker HD was...
TJ
Wind
in the
Waker HD, I
Facebook
wish.
chat is saying he wants a Cyberpunk remaster.
Feel the boost
Good
of
luck with
Crash's
that
one.
forwards and really feel the suck when you
Throwing
back
shade
this game
there. I
without.
appreciate that. That's good.
Looking to get fully immersed in the Crash Bandicoot universe?
Oh, that
Get up
level
to
was
11
awful
and
with the
take your
gravity.
audio
I
into an
hated
all-new
that.
dimension.
Ooh, 3D audio, nice.
3D audio.
That's still somewhere where the PS5 for me needs to step up a bit because
Achieving the infamous
3D audio
106%
still hasn't
completion is
impressed
the
me
sign of a
like the
true
way Sony
Bandicoot
promised it
master.
would. So let's see
But should our
what the
genetically
developers can
mutated
do now that the
marsupial
game's
lose
to
his
the
Interesting.
tools.
Are you
Leverage
rocking the
PlayStation
3D
5
Pulse
activity
headset?
cards to track your
No, I
progress
bought those and
and
set
hit
them
your
back.
goals.
They
Things
are...
like time trials.
Yeah, you want a good quality
Flashback
pair of
levels
open back headphones
boss
if you can
fights.
to really get the most out of it.
I bet
Interesting.
Entropy wishes he had
I
that.
bought a lot of
You can
headphones
bring
like a
your
fool.
incomplete save over from the PlayStation 4 and use the activity cards to get
Oh, nice
to
save transfer.
106%.
That's usually sometimes up in the air with
One more
PS4
thing.
Yeah,
to PS5
absolutely.
PS4
transfers.
version of the game, an upgrade option is available. Check out the PlayStation
Love
blog
riding
for
that
full
little polar
details.
bear.
Whether it's your first playthrough or your 100th, there's no better time to experience Crash Bandicoot 4. It's
Very
about
good
time
game. I
on PlayStation
highly
5.
recommend that one. And obviously buy it on PS4 while you can, and then you get the free upgrade.
Easy.
Welcome back, Crash.
That's how you cheat the
Gang's all
system
here
right
on
now.
today's new edition of State of Play. We've got some great updates lined up for you. First, let's check out the latest on an
Ooh.
eagerly anticipated game coming to the PS5 console this spring, from PlayStation Studios.
Still just this spring? Do you think we get a film release date at the end of this?
We at Housemarque are excited to give you this sneak peek.
Should do.
I would hope so.
In Returnal, you will play as Celine, an Astra scout.
Didn't they say it was
Crash lands
coming
on an alien
April?
planet, Atropos, after receiving a
Well, they just said
mysterious
spring
signal.
there, didn't they? Oh, is
Yeah,
there already a release date out there?
Yeah, they had a
Players will
release
explore
date
this
and then in
inscrutable,
March, and then they
dark
pushed it back to
planet and
April.
search for
But that's
answers
strange that they
and
haven't said it. So let's see if it gets pushed
which
back
may
again.
point to a larger force at play.
Miras in the YouTube chat saying they're looking forward to next gen VR.
Yeah.
Not sure we're going to see any of it today, but who knows?
You never know. Now, Housemarque, if you've never played one of their games, very good developer, really fun games, arcade shoot 'em ups like bullet hell shooters. This looks good, and as you can see, loads going on. So better have good reflexes.
With a large variety of enemies,
Usually they do like
a vast
top-down
number of
shooter
unique
kind of games.
Yeah.
So to be a
possess,
3D
combat
action
situations
game is a bit of
prove
a
challenging no matter
change
what
of
the
pace, but it looks
circumstance.
like they've transitioned it nicely.
Is only the beginning.
I was kind of getting Control vibes there a little bit. A little sci-fi, little horror.
Yeah.
Every time you die and restart, the world will change.
See, that's
The
cool.
map will be different. Enemies will appear in new locations and in differing
So each time you
numbers. So
die,
have to think fast
The
and
levels
adapt.
change, the enemies change, so it keeps it fresh.
Here
A lot
you
of
can see the use
replayability.
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
lightning alt-fire, which is great for
This is going to
crowd
look really nice
control.
on a
This is one
HDR
of
display.
many
You can just
alt-fires
tell.
that you can acquire in the game.
Although I do believe the price is going to be £70 or something like $80, something like that. Which is
Yeah.
it's quite a lot.
You will stumble
Yeah, we're
across
going to have to sort of
mysterious
stomach
devices
that
can
new
grant
price point for
rewards to
games
the
nowadays,
player.
huh?
These will vary from weapons, consumables, and upgrades, and they can completely change your playstyle and make each cycle feel unique.
Stephen in the YouTube, or Stefan, said,
Besides the
hope Bill
intense
Gates
combat,
is not watching this.
Returnal
Will be
also has a
laughing
deep
his socks
and
off if the
engaging
first
narrative.
game PlayStation
We allow
show
players
is
to
Crash
piece
Bandicoot.
together the puzzle
Do you think Bill Gates
as
is
the
watching?
story of Celine,
I think he's a
as they venture
huge
deeper
TechRadar
and deeper
fan,
into
so I'm
He's
sure he
definitely
would.
tuned into this stream.
Yeah, he wouldn't be normally watching the state of play, but I hear. Yeah, I'm sure he'll text me halfway through this. Let me know what he thinks.
Yeah, I'm on first name terms with him as well.
Living my memories in that house, but not fully. They're corroded. Some parts are missing, others seem
Like in the atmosphere.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm into these eerie sort of games at the moment. I'm playing Control at the moment for the first time, and it's scratching an itch I didn't know I needed scratched, which is this kind of nobody knows what the hell's going on, almost Silent Hill vibes from back in the day, you know? Really piece it together yourself kind of story. I'm into it. I'm into it.
This is interesting. So we're now.
This is very PT. No?
exactly as I left it.
Yeah. Guessing that was just a cutscene. Here we go. Do we have a
Exactly as
release
I
date?
left it. That was very PT and to me. Like that was the first thing I thought when I saw that corridor.
Returnal lands on
There you
April
go,
30th,
April
and it's
30th.
developed
There
by
we
the
go.
talented team at Housemarque.
Ah, now this game.
Next, let's take a
so
closer look at a high-impact new PS4 game called
I had
Knockout
the
City.
pleasure of playing an early version of this. You can read my impressions on TechRadar.com.
There we go.
And I tell you what, this has some potential.
Yeah?
I mean,
Hi, I'm Josh
yeah, you
from
wouldn't
Villain
think
Studios.
Dodgeball
We're an indie developer based in upstate New York.
would be that
and we
fun,
recently
but
announced
it's got
Knockout
very
City,
Splatoon
a
vibes, bit of
team-based
Fortnite
multiplayer
in
action
there.
game for
But the
PS4
actual
where rival
gameplay
crews
is
settle
pretty
their scores with
satisfying,
epic
and you end up
dodgeball
having these
battles.
kind of like rock, paper, scissor
Knockout City
matches
is
with
easy to
people
pick up and
where
play,
you're just
but there's a
standing
lot of
off, and
depth for
whoever
those who've got the skills.
throws the ball and
In a
manages to
1v1
connect
face-off mode, you'll go
will win,
head-to-head
but
in a
every time you
constantly
catch it, the
shrinking
ball gets
battleground
faster and
relying on
faster,
your
and you can
reflexes
fake
and
out, and you
abilities
can
to
do
knock out
curve
enemies.
throws and lob
A
throws,
well-timed
and
catch powers
there's a
up
lot
the
of
ball,
tactics
making
to
it
it, but it
easier to
works
land a
really
hit.
well.
Use
So
trick
we'll
shots to lob
keep
a
an
ball
eye on
over
this
a
one.
ledge or hook it around a corner.
It's one of those games, right, where you like
Fake a throw to mess up
it
your
will
opponent's
either
timing
catch the
and knock them out
zeitgeist in a
before
way
they can
with
recover.
streamers
When
and
you're in
and,
the
Yeah,
spot
and
with the
it'll
ball flying
huge,
your way,
or
a
it will
second dodge is the difference between getting knocked
flop
out and
very
staying in the
quickly,
fight.
right?
Well, the good
Keep
news
your
is
wits
they
about you
are
and outplay your
releasing it.
opponents
It's got
to bring home a
cross-play,
win.
cross-progression, which is
is
really
good.
nice for a game like this. And
Yeah.
it's going to be discount pricing, so I think it's
Let's jump into
$20,
Team KO, our
which
3v3
again tempts more people in, and
Yeah.
it's going to have a
Teamwork
free
makes the dream
trial
work in Knockout
when it
City.
launches as well.
If your crew is outmatched, a
So you can
well-coordinated
definitely give it a
team can still
go,
dominate.
and then if the player base likes
We're
it,
playing at
it'll
Back
do
Alley
well. If they
Brawl, a
don't,
new
it
map
won't.
which you'll
And
find
that's
in our
how
upcoming crossplay
the world
beta.
works.
The special ball for this
Absolutely.
match is
Noble
the
in the
Sniper
Facebook
Ball,
chat
which
saying,
locks
any
onto
news on
targets from
Fallout
far across the
5?
map and
You ain't going to
wham,
see it at a Sony
take them out
conference,
before
Noble.
they have a chance to react. Beyond special
Microsoft now
balls,
own Bethesda,
each map
and
features a
so
unique mechanic.
we're not going to
In
see it
Back
at a
Alley
state of
Brawl,
play
you
if we
can
do
hop
get
into
any
a tube
Fallout
and
5
make
That
news.
would
That's
be
for
a
sure.
shock,
use them
wouldn't
to
it?
Sneak up on your opponents. Caught empty-handed? You can literally become the ball, a new weapon for your teammate.
The customization in this game was really
Or
impressive
risk
as
it
well.
all.
There was some
Charge up a
loads of
teammate,
stuff.
launch them
Yeah.
back
And kind
into
of
the air
fairly
with an
unique
ultimate
things
throw,
as
and
well,
they'll
not
land
just
in a
the usual.
huge instant KO explosion.
No dabs.
Yeah.
The team here at Velen has been obsessed with building this world over the
It's
last
one of
4
those things,
years.
isn't it? Like,
Knockout City
yeah,
is coming
it's
out
so
May
difficult with these
21st,
sorts of
and we
games
love
at the
your
moment
help in
because
our final
you look at
stretch
something
this
like Among Us, which
Rally your crew
didn't
and
catch
sign
the
up for our
zeitgeist when it
crossplay
came
beta
out,
at knockoutcity.com
and then all of a sudden,
to
2
play
years
early on
after
PlayStation.
release,
See you
it's
soon,
huge.
brawlers.
And I just feel so bad for these kind of games. So many people put so many hours into them, and it feels like luck as to whether or not
Yeah.
it catches the mainstream in that sort of way at the moment. Obviously, there are things like a free trial will definitely help it, right? Look at Fall Guys, right? I don't think it would have been anywhere near as popular if it hadn't been free at launch. So, what is this?
Interesting art style.
Yeah.
Okay.
The old one corridor fight scene.
Oh, I love it.
Love it.
It literally is as well.
What a cool idea.
Was that what film was that from? Where there's that one corridor?
I think
fight
the
scene?
original is Old Boy, right? It's
Yeah,
like a
Old Boy.
yeah,
The
and
good
then
one.
well, since then, you know, sort of Daredevil's Netflix Daredevil series did it, and obviously a lot of other people have sort of copied it. John Wick, I guess, takes a lot of inspiration from that kind of thing.
I'm gonna come out and say it. This looks great.
This looks sick. Did you ever play? You know what's giving me vibes for is Absolver. Did you ever play that?
No.
Came out probably 3-4 years ago at this point, and it was all about. It was like a looter shooter, but for melee combat, right? So it was all about like learning different melee styles and adapting them and creating your own moveset in a fighting game. Getting those vibes from it.
Now let's get an update on
Sifu.
Solar Ash,
Cool.
an epic new PS5 adventure from
This
Heart
looks
Machine.
stunning.
Yeah, I remember this.
Such an interesting art style. It's gonna be interesting to see, right? How
Funny
people.
though, isn't it?
What's that?
Yeah, I was just going to say we've mentioned 2 types of art style now. Neither of them,
Hey everyone,
you'd
I'm
say,
Alex
particularly
Preston,
push
creative director
the
of
PS5 hardware.
That's exactly
And
what I was
know
going to say.
the team behind
Yeah,
Light Drift.
and I know a lot of people
Today, I'm
take
here to show you
objection
the
to
first
things like
peek
that,
gameplay
but
for our new title,
you know,
Solar Ash.
games are good depending on the gameplay and also how they look, and you don't need to
Solar Ash is a huge,
have incredible
stylish 3D
photorealistic
platformer
graphics to
focused
be a
on
good
speed,
game. But
movement, and
yeah, it is
fluidity.
interesting.
You just
The game
have
is
to
set
have
inside
a
a giant
visually
black hole
appealing style
known as
that
the
you
Ultra
commit
Void,
to, right? And
which
that is definitely
consuming
what this is,
everything
you know.
in its path.
And
You
yeah,
play as Ray,
in
a
5-6
daring
years'
void
time, we'll be
runner
getting
who
games
decided
that
to
really
venture
push the
into this terrifying
PS5,
anomaly
Last of
as a
Us,
last-ditch
whatever,
effort
you know, and
to
it'll
save
look
her
absolutely
homeworld.
stunning. So.
Ray is extremely agile, able to speed across the world with abilities akin to skating. On the ashen clouds, she can quickly cover great distances.
The thing with this game is we had Pathless, right? And I feel like the art style's
At its
similar,
core,
even the
Solar Ash is a
gameplay
game
looking
about
similar
movement,
at this point.
and Ray
I
has
was
everything
literally just
she
thinking
needs
about that
to
game,
float through
thinking
the
for a
dangerous
second,
and
is this
unique
that
world.
game again?
No, Pathless
I'm trying to do it a disservice, but
come and gone.
I mean, surely when you collect those blobs, you're going to get a nice feeling in the
As you journey
dual
to save your
sense.
planet,
Otherwise, I'll be
you'll
very
find yourself
disappointed.
face to face with grotesque and violent
It's the kind of
creatures.
things I look out for now. It's like,
Yeah.
how will that
The
use
combat
the
system is
haptic
simple,
feedback?
How will that
fast,
use the dual sense?
built to
Absolutely.
empower players and encourage flow. As you explore the Ultra Void, enemy encounters will scale to greater and greater sizes.
This is one of those as well
Some
where
of these creatures
when you're watching
require
a developer
speed
play
and
it, it all
precise
looks so
timing.
smooth and so seamless.
Yep.
But then when I play it, the first time I'm like, where the hell am I skating to?
It's like a drunk toddler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Ray will eventually need to face the massive
Oh, that
sentinels
reminds
of
me
this
of Breath
Oh,
of
there
the
we go.
Wild.
wretched, starved beasts.
Miras
The key
in
to
the
her
YouTube
quest.
is saying, wonder how these games will use the DualSense. Yeah.
Great
the
minds.
DualSense, it's one of those things that, like, I don't think anybody thought it would be as good as it is when they announced it, right?
Definitely did not.
When you get your hands on the DualSense, when you play something like Astros, which is designed to use it to its max,
Solar
it
Ash
sells
Heart
you
Machine's
on
vision of the adventure
a
platformer
a
The
sort
giant
of next-gen
spaces,
feeling
field
that
of
you didn't
movement,
know would be
flow
a
of
thing, right?
combat,
And so,
and high-stakes battles atop
yeah, it's really
enormous
interesting to see
beasts
these.
all come
We keep talking
together to
about
bring
God of
players
War.
something we think
That's
is
the one thing I keep
incredibly
thinking about with God of
and
War
more
is how is that
importantly,
Leviathan
fun.
axe going to feel with the DualSense snapping back into your hand? Like
This
oh.
game is a labor of
Yeah,
love
it's gonna feel
for
great.
everyone on the Heart Machine team.
I just really
We're
hope
excited
that the
to bring
first
Solar
party
Ash
games
to
on the
PS5 and
PS5
PS4
do
later this
go
year.
really hard on the DualSense support. Because to be honest, you know, Spider-Man Miles Morales
If you're a
didn't
fan
really
of
do that
scary
much with it.
games, this next one
Sackboy
is for
Big
you.
Adventure didn't do too much. I
Yeah.
just want a little bit more.
I think Swider's just tweeted about us or something because Swider jumped into the YouTube chat and now everybody's just restock. Swider, I need your help. Please help me.
Spider with the cheeky hello.
Love you, Swider.
We can't get you a PS5 on this stream.
It's not
but
gonna happen, guys.
We will try somehow.
Stay tuned to Swider's Twitter.
Yeah. His army of restock fans. We need more restocks. We do.
It's a strange turn of events when the biggest announcement they could make at this conference is that more PS5s are available for people to buy, right? Like,
yeah.
my God, what a crazy year. There you go, Swider. He did just tweet about it. Thank you, Swider. 150
So-
people in here now just hoping that you're going to tell us
Yeah.
there's a restock coming. It's not going to happen, unfortunately, guys.
We can get you out of here.
But stay tuned to TechRadar.com. We are looking
I mean,
every day,
look.
including Swider. As you've seen, he delivers PS5s. We're all trying to help you secure the console.
We could
During
look,
this stream, this is just going to make you want the console more,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
we keep saying it. It might happen. Who knows? It would be an amazing one more thing drop at the end of this conference. I'm just saying more stocks available right now. So if you're after stock, I think it's worth watching the conference. But I wish you all the luck in the world.
This is this
Sorry, go on.
Friday night.
Yeah,
Freddy's?
Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, I've
Five
never
Nights.
played.
No, me neither.
I'm too much of a wuss. I can't deal with horror games, and this is just the epitome of just awfulness. Like, oh,
What is it, like animatronic
yeah. Yeah, so
things?
it's like the idea is all these animatronic things that have been left behind in like a Chuck E. Cheese, you know, and then you have to do security there, and they hunt
Hail
you.
Swider.
All hail Swider, indeed.
All hail Swider.
There you go. Swider's in the chat. Yes, well worth watching.
That was
Appreciate
a
it.
Helps us
chilling
Swider's
new
my
look
boss as
at
well, so
Five
if
Nights
I say
at
all hail
Freddy's
Swider,
security
he
breach.
does me good.
Up next, let's
Oh,
take a tour
looking
of
forward to this
Oddworld
one.
Soulstorm.
I used to love the original Abe's Odyssey on PlayStation.
Hi, I'm Lauren Lanning.
Oh,
creative
Nicole's saying
director
his son's
at
birthday's on
Oddworld
Tuesday.
Inhabitants.
Needs a restock.
Today,
Oh,
I'm gonna
God, I
take you
hope
on a
so.
safe
Oh,
tour of
come
our
on,
newest
fingers
game,
crossed.
Oddworld Soulstorm.
Again, I've never played an Oddworld game.
Oh, mate, you're missing out.
Am
They
I?
are,
In
yeah.
Soulstorm, you
New and
reprise the
tasty
role of
is
Abe,
usually on the cheap.
accidental
That's
hero
worth having
turned
a go.
unlikely leader
I'm really
in
hoping
the
this is a good
emerging
place to jump
revolution.
in.
As you do battle,
It's always a
through
bit daunting
weird
when you
and
look at
wonderful
series like this that have been out
environments in an
forever.
effort to escape the
Yeah.
all-powerful and eternally greedy Gluckins.
I hate those
We really
Gluckins.
wanted to bring this world to life with what we call 2.9D platforming, which adds much more depth and immersion.
I think this
for
is one of the
player.
games as well,
This sense
a
of
bit like
connection
Ori
is
and the
also
Blind Forest,
reinforced
which
through the use of the
or Will of the
dual
Wisps as
senses
well,
haptic
which runs on
feedback,
Unity,
as you'll now
and
be able to feel
Unity
Abe's
gets a bit of a
heartbeat
bad
in
rap
high alert
sometimes for
and
not being the
suspenseful
best
situations.
engine for games, but if you really know how to utilize it, it looks
There are well
fantastic.
over 1,000 fellow Mudokons that you must try to
Is that how you
save
pronounce it,
along the way.
Mudokons? I used to
But
call
they
them
are far
Mudokons.
more than helpless workers looking to be saved. When used effectively, you'll be able to solve puzzles,
Oh,
harness their
Swider
combined
says
energy,
Sony have officially
and be
come out
given
and
the
said that they
tools
won't
they
be
need to
discussing
fight
stock.
alongside you. And there will be times when
there
the
we
extra
go.
hands will be needed
But
as you face off
we've been
against
lied
an
to
array
before
of
by
heavily
companies like
armed
this.
enemies that'll stop at nothing
Companies
to
never
find
lie.
and end Abe once and for all. In order to stand a chance
this looks
against this
great.
much larger
Does
threat,
look
we
good.
gave Abe the ability to scavenge, loot, and pickpocket items from his surroundings and use them to craft
Antiviral
an
ri-
impressive
wipes,
arsenal
kinda
of
say
his
it.
own
Very,
he can share with others.
On brand, very
Yeah,
2021.
very
You can
on brand,
also play
yeah.
as a non-lethal pacifist or an agent of chaos. We wanted you to have the choice. But there is one iconic ability.
I don't
of our
know how this
demonic
franchise passed me by. Like, I know
possession.
nothing
This
about
mystical
it.
power
You
allows
know, it's
you
one
to
of those
take
things
control
that's
of
just
your
a bit of a blind
foes
spot
and
for
use
me.
their strengths and
But I'm
weapons
into this.
against them, or use them
I think
to
I was
gain
very lucky
access
because
to
when the
paths still
original
ahead.
PlayStation went out, I would literally just go into a store
The
with my
Oddworld
mum and dad,
universe is a
obviously,
diverse
beg,
place, and
and
this
just
means
pick
that there are
games
some
up off the
environments
shelf
and
and go, that
situations
looks
that
weird,
require a
and then
little
I'd
more
buy it.
thought, patience,
And I discovered
skill.
so many games
You'll
like
find
that.
dark and
And Abe's
dangerous
Odyssey
caves,
was
heavily
one of
guarded
them.
industrial sites, and ancient forgotten
And you could fart on
lands.
command, so who doesn't
Here
like
we've
that?
built lots
What?
of
There was a
opportunities
fart
for you
button?
to test your
Yeah.
skills and
Oh my
find
god,
different
that's
ways
you
next
can
gen.
talk-
How's that going to
yeah.
feel in a DualSense? Do you know
It
what I mean?
won't be easy.
Oh, the
Being able
fart
to
on the
command an army
DualSense,
backed by a
rippling
shady
through.
and wealthy
Amazing.
organization isn't bad enough. There are also more
I think we've
dangers
just given
in the
them a
forms of
killer
natural
feature, which
obstacles,
has to be in the
ancient
game
traps,
now.
trials against
Absolutely.
swarming dark creatures, and industrial hazards that must be dodged, crossed, and avoided.
Oh, this is great.
Ultimately, Abe's journey is one of hope, freedom, and truth. There's a rich and engaging narrative to discover in a world full of lies. And we've been able to bring our characters to life like never before.
It's
in true
a
Oddworld
good looking
fashion,
game.
your actions
Again, one of those
in-game
things. It's
decide
obviously
the fate of
probably
Abe
not pushing
and
the
all
PS5
those
to
you
its
managed
limits,
to liberate along
but
the way.
they've found a
we
style
can't
they
wait
like
to
and
see
they're
what you
committing to
will
it.
do.
Yeah.
I love it.
Ooh, April 6th. Nice.
Ooh, April's getting busy.
Yeah.
April's getting busy. This and Returnal. Exciting stuff.
That's
Hashtag
two
PS5 for
games
Swiders.
that are
It does blow my mind, Swider. I know you're in here watching.
That was the latest.
It blows my mind that you don't
Oddworld
have one yet.
Soulstorm. And
That
here's
is the
the
most
news.
shocking thing about all
Active
of this.
PlayStation Plus
Isn't that the
members
biggest
will get
tragedy
the
of
PS5
them all?
version for no extra cost starting in April. PS5 version
The
for
man
no
who has
extra
helped
cost,
so
starting
many.
in April.
And yeah. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Here we
Moving
go.
on, it's
Is
time
it going
catch
to be
up with
free on
Kena
PS
Bridge of
Plus
Spirits,
starting
a
March?
gorgeous
That's
new
the big
adventure we
question.
last saw in
You
the
know you're
June
British
PS5
when you
showcase.
butcher every pronunciation. I've been
Yes.
calling it Kenner.
Kenna.
Kenner, mate.
I did a video
This
for
looked
it, and I
impressive.
did the whole VO script and then had to redo it because I was pronouncing Kina.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at this. That's cute. Sure, put $5. Oh, that's a lovely idea. Hell.
He
doesn't need it, though.
He's
He
just the
doesn't need the
stock
money.
storage. It's just
He
the
has
stock storage.
He has more monitors than anyone has
This
ever
is true.
seen.
This is
And he
true.
also eats Mr. Beast burgers as well. So that they,
That's what's
Swider
powering him.
yeah, he's doing fine.
The rats are quite fond of you.
I'm so in for this. I'm so like
Yeah.
it's giving me Pixar vibes. Like it's giving me Disney vibes. Like I just want that nice, heartwarming story. Just a nice lockdown game, uplifting lockdown game. That's what I want.
I seek
Yeah.
passage to the sacred
I mean,
mountain.
that's beautiful. It looks like Pixar. I mean, that's probably not going to be the in-game visuals, but it looks really nice. You can get invested in this world.
PlayStation should send Swider a special edition. 100% they should. Everybody tweet at Shuhei
Look,
Yoshida.
if everyone keeps following him, soon he will own PlayStation. That's
That
the
is true.
plan.
That's how it works. That's how
Then
it
he
works.
will control supply. Oh, wow. Look at this.
I know. Every time I
That's
see
it.
this game, I get way more excited for it. If this is going to be, there's rumors because they've said it's March release date, but they haven't said when in March. So there are rumors. People are thinking this is going to be free on PS Plus if you have a PS Plus subscription, starting early March. That would be huge. Because this is the sort of game that doesn't need that. This isn't a multiplayer online game that needs a player base.
You have to go now.
Yeah.
So to give this away for free would be huge.
And did you see that? That was like Breath of the Wild, that slow motion.
That's what I mean.
Look at this. I'm here day one for this, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is. It's Zelda vibes. It's Pixar Zelda. Like it looks so good.
This is gonna look phenomenal
Yes.
on an OLED. Which both me and you have. We have OLEDs. We are lucky. I like that mask.
Yeah, lucky indeed. Oh no! Don't make it scary.
PS5 for Slider.
Don't make it scary. I can't handle it if it's scary. I don't want it.
Okay, yeah. Boss battles. Give this to me. Wondering what the frame rate will be. Will it be 30 or will it be 60?
I would have
hope
thought
there's
they'd
a
go 60.
performance mode. I hope there is a performance mode. I love 60 FPS.
Come on, give us a date. Give us a date.
Give us a date. August 24.
Well, that's been pushed.
Yeah.
Now let's
That was
settle
supposed to be
for
out
a
in March.
stylish new look at
That's been pushed,
Deathloop,
but thankfully
a
not to
PS5 first-person
2022.
shooter developed by the team
that
at
is
Arcane.
gutting. I was so looking forward to that next month. Oh, that is heartbreaking. That
You're
is
gonna have to wait.
heartbreaking.
Is this Deathloop? This is Deathloop.
Deathloop. Yeah.
Which, interestingly, is a Bethesda game, but it's gonna be on PS5.
Ellie saying Kina looks dope. Absolutely right.
It does look dope.
This little ditty
I don't use that
goes
word
out to
enough,
the
dope.
handsome
I need to start using
asshole
it more.
trying to break our loop. Cold. The visionaries are ready to dance.
Now, this is
Are
by
you?
Arcane Studios, right? The guys
Yeah.
behind Dishonored.
Dishonored, that's it. Yeah, absolutely. And you're definitely getting those vibes from this, but I think the time loop element of this, the idea is there are 8 targets, you have to kill all of this island, and every time you die, the loop resets and you start over. So it's about learning patterns, almost Hitman vibes, right? Like learning patterns, learning where people go, what they do,
Yeah.
and then figuring out creative ways to kill your targets, through this. And so, yeah, I'm excited for it.
I want to feel my gun jam on the DualSense. That was one of the features they spoke about. Jess Weatherbed has entered the chat. Hello, Jess.
Oh wow,
TechRadar's
yeah, well,
computer
Jess.
writer.
I wouldn't get your hopes up for that. Jess says, that's ages away. I hope God of War Horizon comes sooner. I think you'd be lucky to get both those games this year, let alone
Music is
before
tasty.
August.
Hey, music doesn't really fit this game at all. It sounds like something Final Fantasy would go with.
Yeah, I think they're almost going for James Bond vibes here, right? It sounds like
Yeah,
a James
I like
Bond
it.
opening song, yeah. And it does kind of have those retro spy feels.
With
and
James Bond
vibes.
never coming out, ever, this will have to do.
Well,
The movie
with,
just
at
keeps
this
getting
rate,
pushed back.
nothing's ever coming out, right? Oh,
True,
you're talking about the
true.
James Bond movie, right?
Yeah.
Of course, IO, who now make Hitman, have got the license to make James Bond games. So we'll see how that goes. But I love these sorts of games, right? Where like my favorite part of like Bloodborne, Dark Souls, is always the boss run. It's learning how can I get through these enemies as quickly as possible to get to the goal.
That's right.
And so this is all about me. I love everything I'm seeing.
I love first-person games which let you forward roll as well, like Mirror's Edge. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but it's just such a simple thing, but I really like doing it.
Yeah, super James Bond vibes from this whole
Yeah,
sequence.
this-
Right? It's very cool.
I'm liking the look of this as well.
Let's do it again tomorrow.
Which will come out first, James Bond movie or a PS5 for Matt Swider? Mate,
I'm
these are the
gonna
questions
say
that keep us up at night.
A PS5 for Matt Swider.
John saying the time loop concept is really cool, like Hitman, Dishonored, Groundhog Day. Absolutely. I think that's exactly what they're going for. Oh, Jacob's saying he wants to see some Battlefield 6. That would be an interesting
That's not a
little
bad
tease.
shout,
That would be an
because
interesting little tease.
EA have said we're going to hear about it in the spring, which is technically now.
Before we leave,
So
how about a huge
Before we leave.
update for one of 2020's
Yeah,
most
so only a short one.
celebrated games?
Only a short one.
wow, I was not expecting. Oh,
Coming towards the end.
I think I'm a bit ahead of you.
Yeah, PS5 update for your Final Fantasy. A lot of people are going to be excited for this. I never played this on PS4, and I know
Yeah, I waited.
for a lot of
waited
people,
for this.
this was Game of the Year, right, for them. So, and look, this is going to shock a lot of people. I've never played a Final Fantasy game. And so,
This
this
was my
might have to be
first
the one.
JRPG I ever played. Final Fantasy 7. Absolutely love that game. Got so many memories with it, and I specifically waited for the PS5 version, which I knew was coming. It looks like I'm a genius because here it is. I can't wait.
genius indeed.
Obviously, going to
When?
be 60 FPS.
Finally made it to Midgard.
Now, imagine if they go, it's now.
Well, that's what I would hope for from this, to be honest with you.
What are the upgrades though? I'm guessing res bump, frame
Yeah,
rate
frame
bump.
rate bump.
Hunter and elite special forces
I don't think you're gonna get
operative
any
for
new
the
content,
Wutai
are you?
government. We'll prove to our common enemy that Wutai is not to be trifled with. Members of Avalanche, we got this.
I'm back.
Ah, there you are. Someone's been expecting you. What took you?
Sorry about
Jess
that.
is not happy.
Anyway, it's nice
Not
to
happy
meet
with us at all.
I'm Sonon Kusakaba. Where's Cloud?
We lost him.
You what?
He will be okay though, right?
Well, of course he will.
They're the ones who blew up the reactors. Cool. Should we say hi?
No, better not.
After what they've done, you gotta assume Shinra's on their
Is this new content? Is
Yeah, I
that why
think
they're
it is as
diving
well,
so
'cause-
hard into this?
Yeah,
Like,
'cause that looks like Sid Highwind and Yuffie.
So
It
maybe-
looks so different, like reimagined. Like, that's
Yeah.
not how I pictured Sid at all when I was younger. But I like it.
Very
Yeah,
cool,
so this
obviously.
is obviously new playable characters.
Very cool. So I don't think we're going to get this as a right now announcement then, if they're
No.
adding all this new content. But
It's Square Enix. I don't know why I was so getting carried away. We had to wait an eternity for Final Fantasy 15.
But they did kind of just insinuate that this is maybe the last announcement of the show, or maybe there's one more. We're coming to the end
I
of the
want
show.
more. I feel like I'm just getting started.
I can't believe that we're going to get through this without a mention of God of War or Horizon at all.
Whatever it is they're
Yeah, I mean,
better off out of it.
that
Maybe
would be
we
a
will,
shock.
maybe
I
we will.
don't think that will go down well, which
Although-
leans towards my theory about pushbacks. If we're
Yeah.
not going to see either of those.
I mean, at this point, if they don't mention it, Jess is proven wrong, and that would make me happy. So
Yes, and that's always good when Jess is proven wrong. 'Cause
Yeah.
It doesn't happen often, but when
exactly.
it does, we
I
all
might just
celebrate wildly.
text Shuhei now and tell him to end the stream early.
Begin.
Also on first name terms.
Yeah, me and
It's
Shu.
good to see. 10th, 6/21.
Get
There
down.
we go.
So that's June, 10th of June, right? We always have to figure it out when it's American.
Yeah, is
dates.
it American or is it UK dates?
Graphics
How long
on
is the stream,
PlayStation
Matthew
5.
was saying? I think they announced that it would be about 35 minutes, 40 minutes long. They just said that they are closing out the stream, that this is one of their last announcements. We're hoping for something beyond Final Fantasy. We're holding tight.
So we're seeing how the upgrades look. They look really nice. That looks like a frame rate boost, which is what I was been waiting for. Oh man, I can't wait. You see, patience is a virtue, and I know everyone's desperate for a PS5, but when it comes, when you finally have it, thanks to Matt Swider, who you can follow on Twitter, you'll be so happy. Upgraded textures, nice. Fog effects.
Noble saying maybe we get some Far Cry 6 details.
Yeah.
Would be nice, would be nice.
They've gone quite big with this upgrade.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I say, I wouldn't have expected new content from it. So, the fans are going to be happy with this one.
Now let's see if it is a separate PS5 release where we have to repay, or if existing Final Fantasy VII Remake owners get a free upgrade.
This is the difficult thing, isn't it? The messaging around this is inconsistent and grey a lot of the time, and we just don't know a lot of the time, right? So
Okay. So there's two modes, which we've come to expect, yep. New difficulties. Loading times be gone! Oh, let's see in action. Wow, that's fast.
So we like to see the SSD. It's already a feature that I'm taking for granted on my PS5. And
Photo mode. Everyone loves a photo mode.
it is stunning.
Yeah, they've gone to town on this upgrade. New episode, here we go.
There we go. Maybe this is like really substantial new content. Exciting for a lot of people.
You see that?
That's how ninjas
Just
do it.
announced the restock already. Guys,
I
we're still
know.
holding out for you. Come on.
Come on, here we go.
If we got a restock right now, our chat would go absolutely ballistic, and I would love to see it.
Integrate. If you want to copy the PlayStation 4 version, upgrade for free, and your data carries over. Amazing.
That's
Isn't
huge.
it on sale right now? I might have to grab it quickly. When's the upgrade? 10th. Again. Cool.
Yep, June 10th.
I am ready.
That's good. That's good.
That was
Man,
the
I was
reveal of Final Fantasy VII
so looking forward to
Remake
next month from
Intergrade,
Kina. We
coming
know
to the
that Kina's been
PS5
pushed
console
now.
later this year.
That's hurt you, hasn't it? That you've
That's
taken
so
that
hurt me,
personally.
man. It's so hurt
And
me.
that's our show.
That's it.
We hope you're as excited as we are for
No
what's to come
way.
in
One more thing.
2021.
One more thing.
See you next
Surely,
time.
one more thing. One more thing. One more. No.
That's it. That is it,
No.
ladies and gentlemen.
What?
No Horizon.
No Horizon.
No God of
God of
War.
War.
And no restock info at all. That is
Wow.
a shocker. Let me just skip through so we can watch some of that cool stuff again.
Yeah. Wow. I cannot believe it. Nothing on those.
Absolutely nothing, unfortunately. Guys, I know so many of you here for the restock, and it's just not coming. I'm absolutely gutted for you. The best recommendation I give you guys, if you're in the US, I know a lot of you have already come from Matt Swider's Twitter, but make sure you're following Matt Swider. Turn those notifications on Twitter because he is working his butt off to try and find you guys PS5s. And if you're in the UK,
the guy doesn't sleep.
If you're in the UK, follow the man above me. It's Mr. Products on Twitter. Put those notifications on. Follow TechRadar on Twitter as well. We'll be updating both UK and US stock there. But that's it. So we got some. We didn't really get any announcements in there, really, did we? We got Final Fantasy VII upgrade coming in June,
which is great. That's a fantastic announcement.
It's great. It's
really
great.
Nice.
It's great that it's going to be free.
It's free, which is a massive win. More companies need to carry on doing that, and I will be there. And I know sometimes I bemoan upgrades and games we've already played, but yeah, I haven't played that one, so that argument doesn't count.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
A lot of people heartbroken in the chat. A lot of people disappointed. Guys in the chat, I know so many of you here for a restock, but let us know in the chat what your favorite announcement was, what you thought looked really good. Obviously, you know, a lot of people know, I think I made it quite clear in there, Kino was one I was keeping my eye on. I was hoping and praying that we would get a firm release date on that, and to know that, yes, we have a firm release date, but it's been pushed back to August. We were expecting that to come out next month, and that is gutting for me. That is absolutely devastating.
You are hard. I've never heard you so disappointed.
I really am. I was looking forward to it so much. A lot of people saying pointless, rubbish, gutted.
I don't think that's going to go down very well. It was short, it was snappy, which, you know, I always appreciate. Time is of the essence, especially now that we're all locked inside and we've got nowhere to go. But yeah, I was expecting more. Was it better than the Nintendo Direct that just happened? Probably.
I think so. I think you know, I'm more on the PlayStation side than I'm on the Nintendo side. A lot of people saying Kino looks good in the chat. Looks great.
Kino looks great and very Zelda-like and beautiful graphics and a really interesting story. And the wait's going to be tough. Just like it is.
Well, because we don't have all that much now. So April, we got 2 games sort of announced for April there, or told that we're going to get them in April. So we got Returnal, which was the end of April, and Oddworld, which is the beginning of April. So that will tide us over maybe until August. But which of those 2, Adam, did you get most excited about seeing there?
Probably Oddworld, just because I have an affiliation with that franchise already.
Sure.
Returnal, I'm sure will be great. I'm sure it'll play really nicely. Like I said before, House Marquee's games are really responsive. They're very fun. You get addicted and you do get hooked in quite easily. I think one of the best games on PS4, which was a launch game, was by House Marquee, and it came at launch, and I've completely forgotten the title, but it was a PS Plus game.
Yeah,
and you were a little ship, and you just basically went around in a circle. And I Resogun.
There we go. Good shout.
Platinum that, I think, at the time as well. Loved it, and I'm confident Returnal will be good as well. The price tag puts me off. It's going to be priced as full £70 in the UK, the equivalent in the US, and yeah, that puts me off. But I think Oddworld, it looks like they're really taking the series into ambitious direction, and I love saving those little guys.
Absolutely,
it's
I think Returnal, actually, the announcement for that got me more excited than I was previously for that game. I think, like I say, it's giving me those Control vibes. It's giving me, horror, sort of old school Silent Hill vibes, but with sort of a lot more action, third person shooterness. I'm all for it. I'm keen for something like that I can really dive into and have this. It feels like the sort of game that has a lot of lore behind it, right? And maybe it won't be. Like we haven't really seen much as far as story goes, but I'm hoping that game has a really deep story to it that I can really dig my teeth into, and get into. Well, there it is, guys. Thank you, Swider, for stopping by. Obviously, so many people still chatting about PS5 stock. I know. And thank you to everybody else who is here. If you enjoyed this kind of content and want to hear more from me and Adam, then make sure you subscribe to TechRadar on YouTube. Give the video a like as well. If you're here on Facebook, head over to YouTube. Subscribe on there because you'll see more of our content over there. Follow Adam, on the above handle there. My handle's there above me too. But I'm not stocking you up with PS5s. The man for that is Matt Swider. We keep coming back to him. I know you're all already following him on Twitter, but make sure you go follow him there. I hope you all get your PS5s soon. I really do, including you, Swider, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, when Swider gets his PS5, does he abandon all these people that he's, all this community that he's built for himself?
Everyone is invited to the after party at his Twitter.
There we go.
An amazing, what a time to be alive, is all I could say.
Absolutely. Guys, remember to head over to techradar.com where we're going to keep you up to date on all the latest PS5 news over there as well. Best of luck, each and every one of you that is trying to get a PS5 right now.
Fingers crossed.
I've been Matt Phillips. That's been Adam Vajestica. That's been the Sony PlayStation State of Play. It was pretty meh, but we enjoyed having you here. We enjoyed chatting to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
And we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.